Let us move on then to this study that came from Annals of Emergency Medicine that I thought was really informative, taking a look at what is the best strategy for immediate management of a burn in a child.
In adults that have burns, placing that burn under cool running water for a period of 5 to 20 minutes can improve outcome. There's still some discrepancy among different guidelines in the United States, Australia, United Kingdom about whether it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 20 minutes, but it's clearly beneficial in adults, but nobody's ever done the same study in children. So that's what these investigators attempted to do. So this is a prospectively designed study. It was a registry study of kids that were managed at a tertiary children's hospital. There were almost 2,500 of these kids. About 91% received first aid involving running water, but only 71%, however, received it for the duration of 20 minutes that was recommended. And only about half of those, by the way, had it done at the site that the child received the burn, as opposed to several hours later. But regardless, almost 10% of the children needed skin grafting. And what they determined was that the children that received the cool running water for 20 minutes, it decreased their need for needing a skin graft by about 40%. Other secondary endpoints, there was a reduction in full depth thickness of the burn, there was a reduction in hospital admission, and a decrease in need of operating room intervention in those kids that had cool running water. And by the way, there seemed to be a time dose. So the children that had it for 20 minutes did better than those that had it for only 10 or those that had it 5. But even any running water showed a benefit for kids with burns.
I think this is such an important message, and I'm happy that we at least have some platform for getting this message out there. I wish that there was a way that we could promulgate this publicly. So many people attempt what are kind of bizarre and old wives' tale sorts of interventions when it comes to burns, and especially in kids. It just breaks my heart that they could end up having to have a skin graft when something pretty simple could really prevent that outcome.
Right, people put on salves and aloe vera and ice, and what this study shows is that the maximum benefit is received from just using cool running water. And by the way, applied as quickly as possible. Having said that, there is some benefit even if it's applied up to 3 hours after the burn is obtained. Now, I should note that this study was for kids that suffered thermal burns. It didn't have anything to do with acid burns. But again, applying cool running water very quickly, very easy to do, and very beneficial.
Let that be the message. Cool running water immediately when a burn takes place. Avoidance, of course, the best thing. Let's turn